Welcome back everybody to Hayes Tech. My name is Dave Hayes and this is the channel where we talk about pretty much anything tech. And I do mean anything. For those of you that have been following this channel, you guys know I love pretty much everything tech. And I'm talking about everything from cell phones to tablets and computers and laptops to action cameras and cameras like what we're recording on right now. Pretty much if it's tech, I'm going to do a video on it. A lot of people out there, they start the YouTube channel and, they narrow it right down to basically a few items that spans a big variety, and they stick to that. And on this channel, I like to pretty much cover anything that's under the whole tech umbrella, okay? I guess is the best way I can put it. Hell, I even do videos on music tech, like guitars and old-fashioned harmonicas, really cool stuff, So with that being said, I've had a lot of questions from you about how to edit videos. So with that being said, I started a VideoPad video editor, a series of tutorials. And I did one video that was like an hour and a half long, and none of you like to sit through a really long video like that, but that video covers from start to finish. And what I decided to do in these shorter tutorials is break that all down into smaller sections and try to make a shorter group of videos. Maybe some of you out there already know how to do certain things and you just want to know, certain things about video editing. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. So in this video, what we're going to cover is how to make a slow motion video, how to turn what you just created and turn that into a slow motion video. So when we come back, we're going to get into the world of slow motion videos. And as always, if you liked my video, don't forget to hit that like button and share my videos. It really helps me out. And if you're new to the channel and you like what you saw, think about subscribing. And if you subscribe, don't forget to hit that notification bell icon. That way you get a notification of my videos as soon as I release them. Okay, before we get started, as I normally do, whenever I hit 5,000 subscribers, I'm going to be giving this camera away right here. And this is my Canon T6i. And I'm going to let it go with the lens that's recording me with right now. And that is my 18 to 55mm kit lens that came brand new on my Canon 90D. It does stop all the way down to 3.5, which does give it a little bit more of a blurry background. And if I'm going to give this camera away to one of you, I want to give it a really good quality a lens to go with it. So again, I hit 5,000 subs. I'm going to give my Canon T6i away to one of you. So alright, so in this video, we are going to be talking about slow motion video. And making a slow motion video is actually a lot simpler than it sounds. And there's a lot more to it in the prep than there is in the editing, okay? So basically all you're doing is you're taking the video that you just recorded and you're going into VideoPad editor and slowing it down. And I'll show you how we do that. Now there are a lot of ways you can do this. Some cameras, like some of the action cameras I have, like my Akaso. This is my Akaso Brave 7 LE. Some of these cameras actually come with slow motion programs built right into them that actually do all the work for you. The GoPro app, I think, even has something that will take your video and slow it down. But the way I'm going to show you is I'm going to show you how to take the video that you're going to take from any camera, from either your Canon camera, your Sony camera, your whatever camera, and slow that video down to get slow motion. Now here is the whole caveat to that. In order to slow your video down, you have to shoot it in a frame rate that is high enough that's going to allow you to slow it down. So it's very important that you record in a frame rate higher than, say, 30 frames per second. What I normally do, if I know I'm gonna do some slow motion video, I like to record in at least 60 frames per second. Because if you slow that down by half, that means now instead of it being 60 frames per second, it is now 30 frames per second. So you're not gonna get jumping and jittering and all that, okay? If you really want to slow it down, then you want to make sure you're recording in a very high frame rate. I recommend either 120 frames per second or even 240 frames per second, and that's if your camera will do that. So, I've already did a very short video of me spinning a top. What we're going to do is we're going to jump into the VideoPad editor right now. I'm going to show you how to take that video that you just recorded, take it into VideoPad, video editor, and slow it down. So, let's get into it. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump to the computer and do some editing. So, we're going to go ahead and open up VideoPad Video Editor. Now again, with this new update, you're greeted with this screen. There is no X out button. I just click over here. I'm going to minimize this so I can find the videos that I want to edit. They are under my VideoPad tutorial folder, and they're in the number 5, slow motion. So let's go ahead and minimize this, bring up VideoPad. I'm going to go ahead and open this back up again. Okay, so the videos I want to work on are the slow motion tutorial, I think, and it's GoPro. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull out the video for 1080p, 240 frames per second. This video, and all you do is click and drag, is just of me spinning a top, okay? I'm also going to grab this one that says guitar. Now, you want to make sure that you let this load completely, okay? And as I've said in the other tutorials, when you pull the videos down into the timeline, you want to make sure that yellow bar goes the whole way across if you want it to run smoothly, okay? I don't know if I'm going to wait for that to happen or not, but okay, so I minimized that. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and grab this file here, drop and drag it in. What I'm going to do is just scroll through and see where the string is plucked. Right there. So I'm going to go ahead and cut it here. And right click, delete ripple. And again, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to scroll my mouse wheel, make this larger. And now I'm going to come up here, click, and I'm going to drag slowly and watch my window up top. Here, I'll change this so we can see more of the upper, or the preview window. And what I'm looking for is for him to spin the string. Actually, we're going to get about 5 seconds of that, so we're going to cut. We're going to click here, right click, delete ripple. Okay, now, here's where you're going to change your speed. This is where you get your slow motion from, okay? And like, say if you did a whole video, and you only wanted to do slow motion on a portion of that video. Well, what you would do is you would cut right where you want to start the slow motion, cut right where you want the slow motion to end, and don't delete the rest of the video. Then, go back to that portion where you just segmented, which would be like this, and then what you want to do is click on it to highlight it, right click, and go to change clip speed. Okay, whenever you change your clip speed, you want to make sure that you don't want to drop down below 24 frames per second, okay? Or else your video is going to look really, really choppy. So, and just to give you an example, I shot in 240 frames per second. I can slow this video down by 80%, 85%, maybe even 90%, and it would still be above that threshold where we're looking at. But just to be safe, I'm not going to slow it down more than about maybe 65, 70%, okay? I just want it to look really, really smooth. Now, we did record this with a GoPro, so it should look pretty damn smooth. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, first off, keep audio pitch unchanged. No, we're going to get rid of that. And we're going to change this to, instead of 100, whoops, we're going to say 15%. Click set. That's going to make this video really long now, okay? It was only about a 5-second video. Now it is over 30 seconds long, okay? Okay, it's ready to play. The yellow line is the whole way across, so we're going to see what that looks like. I'm going to actually make this screen as big as I can make it. And we are going to hit play now. And I really wanted to highlight that string vibrating. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to crop in on this so you can actually see the string vibrating more. But basically, guys, this is how you create a slow motion video. There is nothing more to it than what I just showed you right there. Now I'm going to show you how to crop in on something, which I don't know if I showed you guys this already, but we're going to do it in this tutorial, okay? So what I'm going to do is highlight this one more time. I'm going to go back up here to Video Effects, and I'm going to go to Zoom. Now, whenever you put your cursor over something, it's going to tell you, it says cuts down and enlarges the clip to fit, okay? So that's what we want. So I'm going to click on that, and you're going to get this. Now, I want to keep this at a 16:9 aspect ratio, so we're going to click on that. And then what we're going to do is take these little cursors here, and we are just going to click and drag. To right about there. And we're just going to exit out. Now it's going to have to build again. Okay, so it is done with its, making the video playable. So we're going to go ahead and play this, and I'm going to make this as big as I can again. Okay, now we're going to play it and see if we can see it a little better. Alright, so there you guys go. That is pretty much how you create a slow motion video. I will take the spinning top, do that one real quick if it doesn't take too long, and let you guys see what that looks like as well. But when you're done, you would just go up here, export video, video file, name it, and we're going to go 1080p. And we're going to drop that down to 24 frames per second. Click create, and then that is exactly how you do it. Now, again, whenever this is done doing what it's doing here, it'll save it to wherever you tell it to save. Alright, I had to restart recording again because my M50 ran out of battery, so I had to replace the battery in that. But where we left off was the video was processing. It is done processing, so we're going to go back to the screen. I'm going to let you guys see what that looks like in full size. So we're going to go ahead and minimize this. We are going to go ahead and bring up that file, which is, it always saves under videos. Here it is, and I'm just going to double click and play that. You won't hear that, but you can see how that string is vibrating. So, I mean, that is it. That is how you make a slow motion video. So that's pretty much it. I showed you guys how to slow your video down, how to cut, put cuts in your video. And then, again, you do not have to delete, the stuff before and behind it. If you want to just grab a section of it and just speed that up, you just cut before and after where you want to speed it up. Highlight that area and then change the clip speed. It's that simple. We're going to go ahead and pull this one down. So we're going to go ahead and click cut, delete ripple. I'll let you guys see what it looks like. There you go. I'm going to cut it right about here. So we're going to cut it, highlight, right click, delete ripple. I'm going to go back to where it's in that white line, right about there. We're going to cut, highlight, delete ripple, play it just to make sure it looks like what we want it to look like. Okay, there it is. So we are going to click and highlight, right click, change clip speed, uncheck keep audio pitch, and we are going to slow that down to 20%. Click set. Notice it went from a 10-second clip to a 30-second clip. Now we will have to wait for this to build so we can actually preview it. Okay, as we can see, it is done building that video, processing it so you can actually view it. So I'm going to go to the beginning, and we're going to click play. Now I did have a black stripe on the top so you guys could see it, if you could at all. Again, I tried to look for a bigger top. This was the only one we had. Noah actually made this in his shop class, so it works really nice. But, I mean, there you guys go. It's that simple. Again, export it. You go up here, click export video file, and since we didn't close this program down and we just grabbed another video, it'll bring up your last settings, which is what I want, 1920 by 1080p, 24 frames per second. Create, and then I'll bring you back when this is done cooking. Alright, it is done cooking, so I'm going to go ahead and close this out. I'm going to go ahead and close out VideoPad because I'm done with it. And I'm going to go ahead and bring up that video and let you guys see what that looks like. Again, it's under videos, spinning top. But there you guys can see the spinning top in full view. You can see that black line going around it. That's it. I'm not going to play the whole video, but that is how you make a slow motion video, and it is not that hard to do using NCH VideoPad video editor. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. I tried to keep it as short and to the point as I possibly could, and as you guys can see, it's not that hard to make slow motion video. The key is, remember, you've got to record it in a high frame rate, because if you don't, when you slow it down, it's going to look like crap. I'll tell you this right now too, the GoPro is one of the best cameras that I have, that I found actually, that allows you to slow your video down and not get a bunch of shaking and jittering and really just crappy look. Also, lighting is also key. If the lighting is not very good, I don't think your video is going to look very good. So you want to make sure it's a nice bright day or you got a lot of lights, and that's really going to make your slow motion video look good. So with that being said, I just want to thank you all again for watching. I really appreciate each and every one of you. if you have any more ideas on any tutorials that you want me to make, let me know. I think I've gone through my list that I wanted to do on this, but if you guys have any more ideas and you want me to do some more short tutorials, please comment below and I will try to, fit them in, okay? So, with that being said, I just want to thank each and every one of you, and I'll see you guys on the next one.